Hawks in KwaZulu-Natal have raided the home of former eThekwini Mayor Zandile Gumede. The move to seize her assets is in relation to her pending multi-million-rand fraud and corruption case. Let's go live now to Newzroom Africa's Karinda Jagmohan, who is on standby outside one of the properties. Karinda, give us a sense. It's multiple properties, we believe, that are being targeted by the Hawks and the Assets Forfeiture Unit. How much ground has been covered? How many properties have been raided? And where do we stand in as far as the entire operation is concerned?
Well, good morning to you. We understand that the Hawks have been working since early this morning to raid several properties linked to the accused in that multi-million-rand tender, in which we know that the former eThekwini Mayor Zandile Gumede is involved in. I'm actually standing here at the Inanda homestead of the Mayor Zandile Gumede. You can see behind me there are some members of the Hawks that are in different areas of this house, and that is because just moments ago members of the Hawks and the AFU came here, raided the property, went in. We understand to meet a Gumede who is currently inside this homestead to serve a notice of the seizure that is ongoing. It's not just her whose properties are being raided, but we understand several other accused in the same case are having their properties raided. We have been told by officials close to this case that among the assets seized are luxury vehicles, including a Porsche, Lamborghini, Range Rovers and Mercs, along with Audis. We understand that when the Hawks early this morning raided another home linked to Gumede, that's in Umhlanga, they found an undisclosed amount of cash that will be released soon. We did speak to the Hawks spokesperson, Hangwani Molotsi, who says that this has been in, or rather the plan to carry out these raids have been in the making for a very long time. And when they got the notice that they could carry out this, then they planned the teams last night to then go and seize assets worth millions of rands that are linked to that corruption case.
Remind us again then, Karinda, and place it into context as you mentioned, that case. Remind us what the case is about and where it stands in terms of the legal processes.
Well, that case is currently ongoing at the Durban Commercial Crimes Court, and this case relates to a tender within the Durban Solid Waste Movement, a multi-million-rand tender that we understand, or rather, it's alleged that the former Mayor Zandile Gumede, along with very senior members of the eThekwini municipality, have been embroiled in. It's alleged that this tender was obtained fraudulently at the Durban Solid Waste Movement, and we have seen the outcomes of that across the city of Durban, where we see that there have been strikes from or by workers within the Durban Solid Waste itself. Here in Inanda and across Umlazi, we've seen the outcomes of this case, where rubbish off the streets have not been collected for a very long time as this case was ongoing, because work at the Durban Solid Waste had come to a stop. Now, just to take you back as well, you do understand that Gumede, or rather resigned from her position as mayor of the municipality following her arrest early this year, and that case is going to come back to the court in January.
All right, Newzroom Africa's Karinda Jagmohan live for us in Inanda at one of the properties that is being targeted by the Hawks and the Assets Forfeiture Unit. The properties linked to former eThekwini Mayor Zandile Gumede.